All right. I don't know why he's struggling. He is. He's setting career best in soft contact. That's not a good category to improve in. Strikeout percentage, exit velocity. It's just not a good year for Mike Zunino, and I'm down on Zunino. So I'm down on that battery mate of Max Fried and Zunino. Okay? Tom Murphy's been hot, you're right. Zunino has not. Okay? So those are just some guys to look at. I do want to let you know a little bit about Alex Reyes and Andrelton Simmons and Dylan Cease before we close the show. Okay? These are guys that I've been high on. Alex Reyes will make another start for AAA Memphis, which puts him out of the running to start this Friday for St. Louis against the Mets. However, St. Louis Cardinals exec John Mozeliak said that Reyes is a strong candidate to join St. Louis's rotation after his next minor league start, if he can show improved command. And that's been his problem this year. He hasn't had command at all. Like it was last start in the minors, he gave it 3 home runs. Now Reyes, you know he's one of the top pitching prospects in all of baseball. You know he struggled this year. You know he had a broken finger at minor leagues. He has a 4.76 ERA. But what scares me the most is his 6 walks per 9. He's wild. No command. Okay? And I'm wondering what makes me think that he's going to improve on command when he gets to the major leagues. Because the best indicator I know of is how did he perform at AAA, and he's not performing. Now, if you want to take a chance on him, proceed with caution. Okay? Enter at your own risk. I'm not picking him up. And the other thing is, he's not exactly been a pillar of health in other times he's been called up. So it wouldn't shock me if something happened injury-wise. If he hurt his finger, I don't know. But I'm not big on him. Now, injury update. Andrelton Simmons. Andrelton Simmons took ground balls on Monday. He's now making lateral movements. I must pause a moment. Anytime I see the name Dave Kingman in the chat room, I've got to stop. Okay? He makes Dave Kingman look like Wade Boggs. Mike Zunino is the reference point here. He makes Joey Gallo look like Dave Kingman. So I see I'm not the only one somewhat down, George, on Mike Zunino. Accurate? I think so. Going back to Andrelton Simmons, he took ground balls on Monday. He's making lateral movements, flipping the ball to second base. He's been out since May 20th with a grade 3 ankle sprain, the most serious grade you can have. At the time of his injury, he was hitting .298 with 3 home runs and 20 RBIs and 5 stolen bases and 195 plate appearances. He's one of the team's better offensive players. He's unlikely to be back before July. But when he comes back, it looks like he's taking steps to step in. You know, Scooter Gennett's going to be back sooner than later, too. And I don't have time to get into Scooter today, so I didn't prepare that. But I think next week we'll be talking about Scooter Gennett and a quick return there. I think by the end of June or first part of July, Scooter Gennett can be back in the Cincinnati Red lineup. And finally today, I want to talk about Dylan Cease. You know, I've talked about him a lot. He's at Winston-Salem playing, not Winston-Salem. He was at Winston-Salem last year. He's now in Charlotte playing AAA ball for the White Sox. And White Sox general manager Rick Hahn said that Dylan Cease is getting closer to being called up, and July is his target date. Cease is the team's number 3 prospect, number 19 overall per Major League Baseball pipeline. He's 5-2 this year. 59 strikeouts in 52 2/3 innings over 11 starts for AAA Charlotte. He has an 11.6 strikeout per 9 rate in 5 seasons. Great upside. He's the second best pitching prospect the White Sox have, behind Michael Kopech. So I'm looking for him around All-Star break, if not before. And if he can be stashed in your leagues, well, no better time than now. Okay, I want to thank everybody for being in the chat room today and listening to the show. Give me some feedback. It's great to hear from you. Remember, again, after me, Phil Chappie. Chappie, gotta love him. Giving you a 10-minute break here so you can start on time tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be doing my little cardiac walk. For those who don't know, I had some very serious major heart surgery in January. Recovering well. I'm walking 5 miles a day now. Getting ready to go do that. Listen to Chappie while I'm doing my walk. So, Chappie, have me some good material. And at 9 o'clock, I'll be with you, my man. We'll be back on the air together again, trying to impress, if you will, or maybe not depress the audience that we'll have. You guys go watch some baseball. Listen to your chat room host. I'll see you again at 9 o'clock. And for now, thank you for listening to Arnie's Fantasy World of Sports.